James City County, Jamestown High School is mourning the loss of one of their beloved seniors. 2 weeks before graduation, 18-year-old Trevor Times drowned on Memorial Day after trying to swim out to a sandbar in College Creek. This evening, his friends came back to where his body was found, releasing flowers into the waters that ended his life. Over 50 students came to remember the golf superstar that touched so many, including his teammates and coach.
Off the top at 6, breaking news from James City County. A family's worst fears are answered after a young man disappears into the water.
Just about an hour ago, the recovery mission ends with that man's body now found. And this search started last night and went up to just about 4:30 this afternoon.
By air and by water, they looked for a man who went for a swim and didn't come back. That search near Jamestown in the College Creek area, not far off Colonial Parkway, Chopper 10, was up for some of that effort this afternoon. They looked for 23-year-old Tony Garcia. The mission took a turn this morning when it became less of a rescue and more of a recovery. Then your side's Brandy coming.
Tom, Anita, a very different scene now than what we saw earlier today. A very sad ending for this family who'd been waiting and watching for 24 hours. Late this afternoon, we learned that the body of 23-year-old Tony Garcia was found here in the water behind me. And we don't exactly know where his body was found, but we do know crews have been searching a 2-mile area looking for him. Now, about 20 minutes ago, the medical examiner pulled him from the water. I spoke to family members. They didn't want to talk on camera, but they did want us to know about a GoFundMe account, an account set up to help the family, help them with funeral costs. Now, the page shows a picture of Tony Garcia and his wife. Crews say Garcia went missing yesterday around 7 after he and a relative tried to swim to a sandbar. Garcia went under and never resurfaced. Officials told us earlier today they suspected this was a drowning case. That was confirmed this afternoon. Now we have posted details.
Level up!
Looking at the recent incidents happening at College Creek, I think we should draft a bill about the deaths at College Creek and how they can be prevented.
I agree with this. I think we should draft this bill because there is an issue that is not being addressed about the constant deaths at College Creek. If this issue is not addressed, then eventually they will have to close down College Creek, and we don't want to see this happen. We want everyone to be able to have fun but stay safe at the same time.
But what are some ways that we can increase safety and prevent deaths at College Creek?
We could put up more signs on the parkway around the College Creek area and on the beach, raising more awareness so we could make the signs more visible by using bright iridescent colors.
I agree with that, but what are the dangers that occur at College Creek? The dangers that occur at College Creek include drowning, rapid undertow, steep drop-offs, riptides, and rapid currents.
Maybe we could also put a fence out in the water to restrict people from swimming too far out in the river.
How far would we put the fence out?
I think about 35 yards is a safe distance. At about 40 yards is where the most danger is.
Okay, I like that idea.
I believe there should also be an age limit for younger children who come to the College Creek area.
What should the age limit be?
What about anyone that's 13 and under needs to be accompanied by an adult 21 or older at all times?
That sounds reasonable.
Should we have lifeguards out there as well?
Yes, I think that would be a smart idea. What about the people that tried to sneak into College Creek after hours?
We could place patrol officers in the area to watch the area after hours, and if they are caught, they would have to pay a fine for trespassing.
What should we set the College Creek hours to?
I think sunrise to sunset will be reasonable. At Jamestown Beach, they implemented it, and this was really effective.
I agree with that. I think all these ideas are great and need to go into effect at College Creek.
Okay, I think this is enough ideas to draft our bill. Let's write our bill now.
Level up!
Oh, here comes Carol. Okay, Devon, I think this is enough ideas. So can you take this to the hospital?
Level up!
This bill is being introduced to the House.
Bill 1345 was introduced in the House today. What are the thoughts of this bill?
I think this bill is a great idea.
I agree with this.
Me too.
Level up!
Oh, as the Speaker of the House, I'm going to assign this bill to the appropriate committee to be reviewed.
Bill 1345 has just been sent to our committee. Let's review and decide if we want to pigeonhole, table, amend, or vote on the bill.
What is this bill about? Do we think that will actually have a chance of being able to become a law?
I think this bill is really effective and has the possibility to become a law.
So, should we vote in favor of this bill?
Yes. Committee votes in favor of this bill. Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, you're next.
What is the rules we should have for the debate?
I don't think we should have a closed room because then the House will not be able to introduce new amendments. It will set strict time limits on debate.
Then what should we do? I think the debate should be open rule where the offering of any amendment then otherwise complies with House rules and allows debates under the 5-minute rule.
I agree with this.
Me too.
Okay, great. And when should the bill come up for debate?
I think we should have debate come up as soon as possible because this is a serious issue at hand.
I agree with this. How about it goes to the floor for debate November the 12th, 2017 at 12 p.m. Okay, so we have decided the rule for the debate, and when the bill will come for the debate on the floor, now let's send it to the floor.
Level up!
This is the bill with the rules attached from the Rules Committee.
Okay. As the Speaker of the House, I have decided that it will reach the floor November the 12th, 2017 at 12 p.m.
Okay, it is time for the debate. We are limited by the rules set by the Rules Committee, which are the debate and open rules, which means that we can offer any amendments that complies with House rules and it allows debate under the 5-minute rule.
Okay, let's begin.
This is brilliant. However, I think that we need to add a few more rules to this bill to make it more effective.
Right now on the bill, they have putting bright colored signs around the area to raise awareness about the dangers, putting a fence 35 yards out from the shoreline, setting an age limit, setting certain hours at the beach, having a lifeguard during the set hours, and patrol officers after hours. Any other ideas that we could use to contribute to this bill to make it more effective?
What about all the people that go out in the water to fish or crab in the area? What about people who bring their boats to this area and swim deep out in the water? We could not restrict people from going fishing or crabbing in College Creek area or near it. We should also restrict boats from being able to come to the area of College Creek.
How will we restrict them from doing this?
We would charge anyone violating these rules with a fine.
That's a good idea. That should be implemented.
Okay, is that all the amendments we would like to add?
Yes, I think the bill is ready to be voted on.
Who is in favor of Bill 1345?
Level up!
You ready? We're introducing this bill to the Senate today.
Bill 1345 is being introduced in the Senate today. What are our thoughts about this bill?
I like this bill a lot. Me too. I think we should send it to the committee to be reviewed.
Okay, I agree. I will assign it to a committee.
Level up!
Committee receives the bill.
Bill 1345 has just been sent to our committee. Let's review and decide if we want to pigeonhole it, table, amend, or vote on the bill.
Do we all think that this bill has the ability to eventually become a law?
I think this bill has a great chance of becoming a law.
As it states, this is a serious issue in Virginia that needs to be recognized, or more people will continue to get hurt or even die.
I agree. Without this bill, there will be more deaths at College Creek.
This bill is also laid out to where it explains the dangers and how we can prevent them. So I would say it's pretty effective.
Okay, so we are going to vote in favor of this bill.
Level up.
Majority Floor Leader will decide when the whole Senate will consider the bill. As Majority Floor Leader, I will decide when the whole Senate will consider the bill. I think the whole Senate should consider the bill as soon as possible, as this is a serious issue. Therefore, the whole Senate should consider the bill November 25th, 2017.
Level up.
Legislation is placed on the legislative calendar.
This debate is on unless culture is invoked. Members can speak as long as they want. This bill can either be offered as amendments to other bills unless culture is invoked. Senators can use a filibuster to defeat a measure by talking it to death. Now let the debate begin. I think this is a pretty strong bill.
I agree with you on that one. However, I think we need to add an amendment to the bill.
Like what?
About how local stores advertise the College Creek area, making them have to mention all the dangers at College Creek, including drowning, rapid undertow, steep drop-offs, riptides, and rapid currents.
Will this even be effective, though? How many people do you think will pick up an advertisement and read about the area?
That is true. When you go out uptown, do you ever read brochures about places, or do you just listen to others and go to places because they say it is fun?
I understand what you two are saying, but I think this will be a great feature to the bill because it's extra precaution to avoid dangers in the area.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's add that amendment to the bill and then vote on the bill.
Level up.
Majority votes in favor of the bill, and the bill is returned to the House.
The Senate has marked up our bill, and I do not agree with this. What do you all think?
I don't agree either. I think it needs to go to a conference committee where there are committee members from both houses in the Senate, and they can work on a compromise.
Sends the bill to conference committee.
Level up.
Receives the bill from the House.
Okay, we have just received Bill number 1345 from the House to review and come up with a compromise between the House and the Senate.
What seems to be a disagreement?
The House wants to add an amendment about boaters, fishers, and people crabbing out into College Creek, and the Senate does not agree on that. Also, the Senate wants to add an amendment about local stores that advertise College Creek to include the dangers at College Creek, and the House does not agree with that either.
So what kind of compromise could we make so both houses are satisfied?
I say that we add both amendments to the bill so that both houses get what they want.
I agree with this because either they both compromise to add both things to the bill, or the bill goes back to the original way and will most likely never become a law.
Therefore, the final amendment is to add both amendments to the bill.
Correct. Let me write up the conference report and submit to both issues.
Level up.
House just received Bill 1345, revised from the conference committee and conference report. Does everyone agree with the conference report?
Everyone agrees to the conference report.
The Senate just received Bill 1345, revised from the conference committee and the conference report. Does everyone vote in favor of the conference report?
Everyone agrees to the conference report. Conference report is approved by both the House and the Senate.
Level up.
The bill is sent to the President.
Should I sign the bill or veto the bill? Depends how I feel. Depends what kind of day it is. Is it raining outside? Is it sunny outside? I think I'll sign into a law.
Level up.
Since the President signed the bill into a law, we do not have to worry about this step. However, as a friendly reminder, I wanted to explain about this a little.
If a president was to veto our bill, it could have still became a law if 2/3 of the House votes to override the veto.
Also, if a bill is not signed within 10 days and Congress is in session, if Congress adjourns before the 10th day, the 10 days, and the President has not signed the bill, then it does not become a law. This is known as a pocket veto.
Level up.